Hi guys, I'm Mama Bear to Many. I am mom to 14 children. This is my sweet little girl. So I am editing videos, and this is sometimes how I edit videos. I sit down and I snuggle my little ones and I edit videos while they're watching. Usually for a quiet time we put on like a quiet show, and some people sleep and some people don't. And usually either myself or one of my older daughters snuggles Miss Sweet Rejoice. Yes, she still has a bottle. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Anyway, so this video is from this week. We went to Sebago Lake, which is in southern Maine. We had a doctor's appointment outside, about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. From Sebago Lake, we had a doctor's appointment, so we thought that we'd actually just make it a long weekend. So my husband took a day off, and we had a long weekend, and it was fun. It actually really was. We had a beautiful site. If you ever go there, I always find that the sites that don't have like the electricity and that type of stuff are usually a lot better than the ones that do. So we have a small solar charger, and we really don't need electricity. We will plug things into the vehicle, like for phones or whatever. We usually do bring we call it the red thing. And if you know me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is like a small, I think it's like a 10-inch iPad, I think they call them. I usually download some videos from Amazon Prime, and I will download those on there. And then in the evening times before bed, for the little kids, we will just go ahead and put that on, and it just kind of quiets them down. Some of my children struggle with some of the activity and the noise that's still going on in a campground, so I find that that's a good way just to get them to calm down, and they fall right asleep. And yeah, they slept awesome. I told my husband we should like camp outside of our house because they slept so good. Anyway, they slept through the night, which is like almost unheard of, both nights. So that was really cool. So this is Sebago Lake. I am, again, just throwing this together. This is more for like our own personal memories. If you guys want to check it out, that is great. It is a beautiful campground. Our site was literally like, we could sit at, because we had two sites, we could sit at the picnic table of the second site and like be right at the playground pretty much. And then it was like a teeny, like we could see the lake from our campground, but there was like trees and stuff in between. So we were like right by the path to the lake as well. You'll see that in the videos. So we were right there. And then the bathroom was only maybe 3 campsites up. And for the most part, the women's side was clean. My husband said the men's side wasn't as clean, but it seemed like it was well taken care of. It was really quiet. There wasn't a lot of people there. On that side. On the other side, we ended up walking over to the other side. We were on, if you're going to go there, we were on the Naples beach side, and that beach is nice. It's like just sand, and yeah, we had the beach pretty much to ourselves. And then the other side is called Witch's Beach or Witch's Point or something like that. You cannot get from, well, you can. If you're going from Naples Beach to the other beach, you kind of have to walk through the woods in order to do that. It's not like it looks on the map like you'd be able to do that with just like along the sandy shore, but you really can't. But the walk was nice from one side to the other through the woods, but you might want, if you are barefoot trying to go from one beach to the other, you might want to put some shoes on. But it was really nice. But then the other side I thought was, I don't want to say dirtier. It wasn't dirtier. I just don't think it was as nice as the other side. And there was a lot more people because all the campers and like RVs and that type of stuff were over that side. So our side was nice and quiet, and yeah, it was really a blessing. So if you want to check out what it was like, this video also is going to have, we're going to start off this video just at a rest stop. You'll see everyone standing in front of the moose, which is kind of cool. We just stopped at a like visitor center rest stop type thing. And then we ended up going to the campground. And then on the way home, we ended up stopping at, it's outside of Waterville. I will get the name for you. It was a really cool, it was a park. I'll tell you about it in the video. So, it's the lake, and then as well, I added that extra like stop in Waterville to this video. So I hope you all like it. The lake is right there. Do you see the lake right there?
Hey, can we go swimming in there? Rejoice is just playing with it.
Are you cozy?
Yeah.
Is your sister sitting there? We're gonna go down to the water. Those are ducks. Those are ducks.
Can we go a little bit far? Can we pet the little ducklings?
No, they're wild, sweetie. Look, she said there's more ducks. Want to see them? Oh, there's...
Big one.
Okay.
Big duck here. Big duck. Big duck here. Oh, mommy. Mom.
No.
Go ahead. I'm watching.
It was just so fun. They had this ball thing that they could hit the ball back and forth and around, and all the kids together all liked playing with that. They like being active anyway. So this was like right next to our campsite, so we could just sit at the picnic table and enjoy watching the kids play, which was nice. So in here, this is inside one of the tents, and we just kind of put a movie on before they go to bed, like I mentioned in the beginning. And it's just cozy in there, you know, it's just such a blessing. Sometimes if it's chilly, the first night was really chilly, we have like a little Mr. Buddy heater. We pop it on for a couple minutes and then we turn it off and it gets nice and warm in there. I think it was 47 the first night, but it wasn't too bad overall. So this was little Miss, who was wearing her goggles and so proud of them for the first 5 minutes, and then realized, yeah, I don't really like life with goggles. So she took the goggles off. She's like, I don't have to wear these, right? And I'm like, no, you can just go swimming. But I had picked them up at, I think it was Dollar Tree. They had like a snorkel and goggle sets, and they're always trying to take the older kids' goggles. So I just picked them up for inexpensive to see if they would want them. So then, of course, because sister was trying them on, she had to try them on too. But oh my goodness, they just melt my heart. It's like the older I get, the more I just cherish these smaller years when they just innocently want to try out new things and learn so much about themselves and about the surroundings around them. It's just so beautiful. Children are such a blessing. So they also liked going in the water, which I thought was a tidbit cold. I thought it was cold. And they still enjoyed getting in there. It was chilly though. So they were just sitting there and building sand castles, and yeah, it was really nice. Just kind of, I sat there and got to watch them, and it was just beautiful. So coming up, we went through a path, and on that path there was, from Naples Beach to the Witch Beach, had a tree. It looked like it was growing out of a rock. It was just a really cool, interesting thing that we talked about for a while. And this is the Witch's Beach over the other side. And the 4 of them were just sitting on there. They were singing a song, and I said, "Can I take your picture?" And they said yes. So I took their picture there. It was a really big lake. I know that lots of people like to go there to go fishing. They did try to do fishing from like one of the rocks, but you really kind of need a boat, at least in this area, in order to get out there to go fishing. So if you go there, then you may want to do that. So, yep, eating that big old watermelon. That was just how we kind of had it set up for supper. And they were sitting next to each other eating, and I don't know, they were just so cute together. So that day that we went swimming, they wanted to go swimming at night as well. And it was chilly. And I said, "It's chilly." And they said, "I don't care. I want to try to go swimming anyway." And so they went back in there, and it was chilly. So then they wrapped up in their blankets and snuggled in the chair and said, "We're just going to sit here for a little while." So they ended up we went and changed and all that type of stuff after. So this is going to be the 2 Cents Bridge Trail in Waterville, or outside of Waterville, in between Winslow and Waterville. So there was a bench there, and we just had a picnic lunch. That's how we hang. We just eat wherever we can. A bench, the ground, wherever people want to eat, right? So you always make sure that you have food in a large family. But it was really cute. They had a yellow brick road like across the trail. So they were kind of like, "Follow the yellow brick road." That's what she's singing and dancing here. But it was a really cute trail. The other side was actually nicer than the one from the town hall. So they really enjoyed just skipping through. There was this gazebo here. It would be a nice place to have a picnic or run around or whatever. It was really just beautiful. So it used to be a bridge that would connect one mill from the other mill. So one was a woolen mill, and I think the other one was a wood mill. And somebody used to sit there, and they would be taking 2 cents it cost to go across the bridge. So kind of a neat little fact.